Seeing completion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Play action now. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Let's go.
To the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
My cousin said...
And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
My cousin said I need to stream in 360 instead of 720. That's why I keep cutting off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
What's happening, dude?
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Let's go.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
You see it? Ben.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna be incomplete.
Let's go.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the end. And that's caught inside the 30. Yeah, he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
They'll fire this deep for Gallup. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
I should have kicked the fucking ball in my ankle.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
Good shit,
and
bro.
down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to them.
Good shit.
Takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have the line tackled there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback.
Let's still say I'm broadcasting.
Because of the timing of the route.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right here, baby mama got to have it. High-speed internet.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now here's Mahomes.
Oh, wow.
Touchdown, Kansas City. DeMarcus Robinson. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Oh, we good, man. We live for this.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. That one complete. Elliott escapes the defender, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun.
Shoot.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Another nice game, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Gun. Here's Prescott. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Zerline now for the PAT. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Oh, no.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
I told you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Let's go, Trayvon.
Returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all
interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach made you say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him. And they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space. And he takes off.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it right side.
Let's go.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards.
That's when that goat shit come out, boy.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Give to Elliott. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Game over, man.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw pulled in by Robinson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes to throw it.
Let's go.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle. So they're ready.
Give me that. Let's go.
Use it. It's intercepted. picked off by Anthony Brown. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle in the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
Back to
1978. I think
man.
it was in November.
You know what I'm saying?
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
Man, I'm finna
And it
jump on
has to
GTA,
start
man.
with believing that you can make that comeback.
Yeah.
Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it